Hey, what's up, loves? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, just call me Kay. So, this is a new channel, okay? But for those that are coming over from my gaming channel, thank you for being here. Those of you that are new and you're trying to follow this journey as a designer as well, like myself, welcome. Thank you for being here. So everybody knows me as Kaylee, aka Red Carpet Games, and I have announced roughly maybe about like 2 years ago that I was going to start my own brand for clothing as well as like a little other things. But my main focus right now is apparel, accessories, and some knickknacks. Okay. But I have, after going through my rebrand, and I don't want to like yap in y'all ear too much about it because I feel like I've talked about it a lot, even though if you're new here. But anyway, long story short, I rebranded. When I started my name is Red Carpet Games. It kind of like over the course of like maybe about 6-8 months, as I was still trying to like figure out what my brand positioning was going to be, I decided to play off of my streamer name to come up with my brand name as well. And what I have come up with is RCG Collection. And basically, the RCG does fit the acronym of Red Carpet Games, but it has a deeper, much more broad meaning than just about myself. It stands for Radiant Charismatic Game Changers. And the whole idea of me bringing this idea to the fold was to inspire fellow content creators and gamers who kind of just feel like people dim their light, to promote healthy motivation, to promote mental awareness, to promote being owning you and your personal uniqueness, without dimming your light. And I feel like that message is important for a lot of us, especially those of us who kind of walk into a room and feel like we don't need to match the status quo of what everybody else is doing. um So that's the whole idea. It is a streetwear brand, but I do feel like it has some lifestyle aesthetics to it because I am gearing this collection towards people who enjoy and love gaming. I have a lot of ideas that are not going to be a part of my initial launch of my collection, but as I go through the phases as the business grows, I do plan on maybe picking up some licensing from different companies that specialize in anime and gaming, such as like, well, Nintendo is obviously going to be a part. That's never going to happen. Okay, let's just be honest, y'all. If y'all know Nintendo don't just be handing over licensing rights to nobody. In order to gain access to any of their assets, you probably got to go through a trial of all types of stuff. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a quitter. I'm going to try, but I think in order for me to reach that level, Nintendo is obviously going to want to see how much I'm making in sales as far as my online store. They want to see professionalism, which I do feel like I do have. I do understand the fashion industry. That's what my background was in when I went to college. So I did have opportunities to do product development and things like that, which is kind of like what led up to me finally just like owning my own shit and just deciding to just do it. Okay. But like, it's a process. It's steps to this, when you're talking about partnering and um working with other brands, like they want to see, okay, how does this benefit our company and allowing you to use our assets? What do you have to offer? And in order for me to get to that point, I obviously will have to do good as far as like where I start with my own thing. But I at some point, long story short, at some point I really would love to pick up licensing for like Dragon Ball and different like animes and stuff like that, or shows that like I really really like find super dope, and it's a part of like that like gamer entertainment realm that a lot of us like enjoy and love. I would love to put together you know, my own collection, partnering with these licensors. But to start it off, you know, I'm doing my own thing. I have my own concepts. I have my own sketches, my own designs that I've put together to put this collection together for you guys. So, as a part of this journey, I wanted to just kind of like show you guys and kind of like take you through my process, even like if it feels awkward for me to like press record and do what I'm doing now. Uh, but I kind of wanted to like show you guys my Shopify, um, my overall Shopify setup. So if anybody is interested in starting their own collection or brand, or if you have any questions, like there's tons of like YouTube tutorials and videos out there. But I know sometimes like we don't be want to hear from certain people, especially if we feel like we think we don't resonate with them. And I know a lot of you guys resonate with me, and you might be interested in doing this as well. So I'm kind of like I'm like at the end phase of like setting up my Shopify. But I did want to show you guys like like what the current screen is, kind of like what my setup is. Um and I guess just like overall like the format that I'm using to try to have like I won't even say have a professional front, but like actually display my online store in a professional manner that could compete against other like one-on-one brands and things like that. Like I want my brand positioning to like look like I really put a lot of effort into it, which I did. And I'm usually the type of person, I don't like just putting out projects or putting out things and it looks unfinished. That bothers me. So, you know, it took me a while to get to this stage. Don't like 2 years, y'all. Mind y'all, 2 years in the work. Like I'm talking about I've been paying like faithfully for my Shopify page, and I mean I probably wasted a lot of money doing that, but I'm honestly happy with the result and how it's looking and how it's coming together. So, with that being said, are y'all ready to see my base canvas for my RCG collection shop? You ready? You ready? Okay, so here it is, guys. This is my homepage for my collection. As y'all can see, I got a couple of things there. You know, ignore that. I'm giving y'all like a little slight preview, okay? A little slight preview of what I will be offering. But overall, I just wanted to like keep it simplified. I wanted the UI to be easy to access, easy to use, especially for those that are probably going to be using it on mobile. I didn't want like it to be like over the top. I did add the snowflakes because you know we're at the end of the year. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you guys happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve, y'all. Like I hope this year you learned a lot. I hope you've reached goals, and I hope you continue to reach your goals going into 2025. Um if you had a bad year, I pray that you guys have a good new year. Leave that in the past, okay? Continue to move forward, push yourself through the hardships, and something will break through for you, okay? Something is going to come through for you, okay? I know sometimes like it doesn't feel like that for us, but trust me, it's going to come. It's going to pull through. It's going to come together. But I wish you all the best. And I hope you had a great year. So I'm sorry, like I'm just so like one track mind right now. Like I'm so excited to like finally be putting this out. I just like I don't know. I woke up today just with this different mindset. And it's not just because we're going into a new year. Like this is something, like I said, I've been working on for 2 years. So I don't know, it just feels good even if people don't support it. I'm just glad that I finally finished a project that really touches my heart, and that's important to me. But anyway, I wanted to keep it simplified. I might like make the fonts bigger because I'm using my screen, my monitor. That's the 1920 out of 1080. My other one is a little bit bigger, so it comes out different. But I might make the fonts slightly bigger. But like I said, I was trying to keep everything simplified. So I have men's, I have women's. I kind of like tried to sort the categories out with like tops, the outerwear, bottoms, and accessories, because I will be offering all of these things. When I initially launch it, everything in those categories might not be available. I'm kind of just focused on doing the t-shirts and the hoodies right now, and maybe some of the accessories like the hats. Um, but other than that, like, I pretty much have the base canvas set out. I have my about page set up to kind of explain to you guys what my brand approach is, our philosophy, and like who we are. So basically, like what I feel like RCG stands for. All of that is there in the About Us page. Here on the footer at the bottom is all of like my site information, effects, return policy, privacy policy, terms of service, and things of that nature, like how you can reach out to me via email, and also my social links here. So like everything is in working order. I also have a newsletter sign up for anybody that wants to actually get emails whenever I do new merch drops and things like that. So, and I am using Shopify as my I've told you guys, yeah, yes, but I am using Shopify as the host for my store. I think Shopify simplify things enough in a way where you can put up a professional store and it looks great. So of course customers have the sign up option and things like that. So, like some like I'm geeked though. I'm geeked though. So these are just base canvas, okay? So when y'all see the official drop, it's gonna look completely, it's gonna be completely different pieces in here. But I just wanted to show y'all. I'm so proud. I'm so excited. As far as the date, I was aiming for having it ready to launch by the first, but I wanted to take a little bit of time, like a couple of extra days before I do the full launch. So I'm kind of aiming for, I want to say maybe like the third or fourth. I'll probably do a Saturday launch. That way I can like tell the community when I go live on stream and things like that. I haven't streamed over the last week or so either. It was like really busy. My work schedule was a little chaotic this weekend. I mean, like I worked all nights. So I didn't get a chance to like pop up on the homies to like let them know. But if you're here watching, thank you so much for checking in and getting and receiving this update on what I've been doing. Also, for those subscribing to this channel, thank you so much, because I wanted to like, okay, like here's the dilemma. Okay. I really wanted to keep like my apparel, like the fashion stuff, tied into Red Carpet Games, because the whole point of me rebranding into Red Carpet Games was to emphasize on I love gaming, but I love fashion too. Um, but as far as like the YouTube channel stuff, I don't know. I found it very hard. Like, how would I like separate the content when it comes to the gaming stuff versus this? Because at some point I'll probably do tutorials. If you guys haven't had a chance, make sure you check out my coffee page as well. I do have templates on there. I'm going to be dropping a lot of like helpful materials as far as like tech packs and things like that that I've been working on my end, using Adobe Illustrator and InDesign and things like that. I have put together for myself, because it, like I said, when I get to these next phases, after I do well with my initial drop, I do plan on creating one-on-ones, custom apparel through actual manufacturers and vendors. I already have things concept, but obviously I'm not quite there yet when it comes to the financials. So, we're taking baby steps, okay? But you need a tech pack, because when you're trying to communicate and express to these manufacturers overseas what you're trying to do and what you want them to create for you, there's a language barrier there, and the tech packs really do help communicate to them what the overall all the aspects of like, let's say a t-shirt you make, like the dimensions, the sizes, the colors. You have to have your color palettes in there. Basically it's information from top to bottom, from every detail to the stitch to any type of add-ons like buttons, rhinestones and things like that. You have to include all of that into a tech pack. So I am creating my own template for tech packs, and I will be sharing that with my coffee followers and anyone that decides to purchase those things as I go through the journey. I'm sharing it. Look, I'm not gonna gatekeep nothing from you guys, okay? I'm not gonna gatekeep, but I did want to share that um just before you guys get up out of here, or should I say before we get up out of here. I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be sharing a lot of these things. So in order for me, I felt like in order for me to do that, I had to kind of separate the content. So that's why I created this new channel. And I can touch more on my IRL stuff on this channel, I feel like, versus my gaming channel. I might mash the two depending on what I'm doing. Like if I'm going to like a TwitchCon event or something like that, I'll obviously probably post that on my gaming channel. But let's say I go to a fashion event, I'll probably drop that type of stuff here. So like it depending on the situation and where I'm at in the theme of whatever it is that I'm doing. Because I will be getting into traveling more and things like that. So, but if y'all are into gaming, because this is who I'm gearing this towards, make sure y'all do go check out my gaming channel, Red Carpet Games. I'm also always live on Twitch for the most part. So make sure you guys go over there and check out the content. But other than that, I just wanted to give y'all a initial update, a startup video of what I'm doing here, and I hope that we can grow in this journey together. If you guys are into fashion as well, or you're trying to create your own brand and collection, let's like figure this out together. There's plenty of information out there. We can always inspire each other, motivate each other. If you have fears on getting out there and just doing it, please fight that fear, because I'm telling you, it will kick your ass. It kicked mine for 2 years. And I'm just like, oh, really? I'm just now getting to this point where I'm like finally ready to like launch. I could have been launched, y'all. Like, I have no excuses, to be honest, other than I was just like overwhelming myself and like over the top concerned about things that I shouldn't even have been making myself be concerned about. But lesson learned. Okay, it took me 35 years. Okay. But no, guys, thank you so much for pulling up again. I hope y'all like the information I put out. I hope to see you guys in the next videos. Until next time, K's out.